Hey everybody, welcome to the lesson. Every now and then I like to bring something that is very easy, that you don't have to think about too much, just to show you something like a bass line or a lick. And this is what I have for you today. I'm going to break down the lick, break down the psychology of the lick, how it works. Oh, this is actually a bass line, how it works, why are the notes are where they are, and what psychological effect does that bring. So the bass line starts on the first bar with two units of 16th notes on the first beat and on the third beat. Now that's very, very powerful because that's very steady. The first strongest beats of the bar, the 1 and the 3, and two 16th notes playing the root. That's the entire first bar, and that brings a lot of stability to the first part, to the first bar of this bass line. 1, 2, 3, 4, dug up. Okay, so the entire first bar is saying, the psychology behind that is that it's saying, okay, we are in C, just so you don't have any doubt, and we are in 4/4, just so you don't have any doubt. That's the entire first bar, and that brings, like I said, a lot of stability, a lot of knowing where we are kind of vibe. Then the second bar is saying, okay, we established that, now let's take it farther, and there are a lot more notes. So in the first bar we have 4 notes, and in the second bar we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's 6 notes. A lot more notes. So 5 new notes. You can look at that way. And I have the fingers that I want you guys to use, and I also have a small analysis of what the notes are inside the bass line. So you can see we're starting with C, then D, then E flat, the third of the chord. That's why you have 3 in the circle there. Then the 5, then the 9 or the 2, however you want to call it, the second note of the minor scale. So you can see the shift between the first part of the bass line to the second, and that's like, whew, that's a lot. Nothing, a lot. Little, a lot. Something stable, something much more, I don't know if not stable, but something a lot more busy. Again, I'm not sure if this bass line is minor or not. Let me know in the comments. Now, if you're looking for a way to get your playing better fast with a lot of focus, I suggest you to check out my 7 days bass challenge. Right now I'm offering it with a free bonus where I give you a personal plan of your playing. You send a video of you playing, and I'm sending you back a full personal private plan on what I think you should work on. It's really unique, and it's just a limited time offer, so be sure to check it out. The link is in the description. So now I want to show you the fingering. So as you can see, it says 1, 3, 4. Then you have this line which indicates that we're changing strings. Jumping to the first finger. Okay? So this shift is very important because it takes the entire hand and brings it to a new spot. Then after we play that first note on the 5th note of the scale, right, with the first finger, we're playing the 3rd finger for the 9 or for the 2, which sounds gorgeous, and then back to the 1, which makes an octave. Right, that's an octave. Check out my octaves lessons. I talk about it a lot. Now the 9 is something, or the 2 that was not in the first bar, and in the second bar it's coming 1, so it's like a small short flavor. Now the fingering is very, very important. So 1, 3, 4, jumping to the next string, 1, 3. So the first time where we shift strings is like a bridge. We're using it to move the hand to the next position. Try to do it without looking. Okay, so let's give it a try. I'm going to use the backing track. It's out of a new album of backing tracks that I'm putting together. It's going to be out really soon. So it's going to be a little fast, but I think you can just pause the video if you still don't feel certain and play the bass line. And it's going down by half steps. Here we go. Going down. Yeah, it's a little fast, but it's a good challenge. Going down. Now that's a whole new part that I would like to talk about. Going down, transcribing this phrase. There you go. That's another thing to practice. And again, I started this lesson by saying I want to teach you something simple and something easy. And it is easy. It is simple. It just has a lot information in it, and that doesn't mean it's hard. So you can practice just one key, you can practice it going down, going all the way. So what I'm going to do now is just to play it from beginning to top, the entire 12 chords or places, tonalities that I can play it in, which is also the backing track. So watch me, play with me, and feel comfortable to stop and pause and do whatever you need. Here we go. To A. A flat. G. F sharp. E flat. Ooh. Just made a mistake. Back in D. Not back, but D flat. Back to C. So that was the entire cycle. Now, I could not help myself, first of all, from talking and messing up, but also from doing this hammer on. Check out my hammer on and pull off video. And I could not also help myself with some ghost notes just before the first note of the second bar. So hammer on and pull-offs. And that's another thing I would like to talk to you about, is taking this bass line and playing it just the way it is not that much fun. It's not that much. Yeah, and fun is important because, you know, in English, play music and play with toys is the same word, and I think that's brilliant because playing is playful and it needs to be fun. And it's not that much fun or for too long if you just play the bass line the way I do. It's much more fun, much more creative, right? That's playing. Kids are always creative when you bring something of your own. Instead of, you can go Just for the with the first bar. Just with one note. You can change just the first bar. And you can just change the second bar. You can even change the notes. Instead of, you can go, why not? You can do whatever you want, and that's beautiful because I'm giving you a reason. I'm giving you something that you can develop on yourself, on your own, and that's very, very powerful. You guys want to give it a try? I'm gonna have the backing track going for just 2 scales for 2 rounds, C and B, C minor and B minor. Give it a try. Improvise. I'm just going to listen. B minor. Let's try one more. B flat. Nice. And you know what? You can even just think of the fingering and this shift. You can play something and just use that shift. Just use the shift as a reason to do this, to change the position. So with everything that you play, with everything that you have so many options. It's all up to you. It's all up to how creative you're getting and how much you're willing to get out of the box. Now get out of the box once you have something. Once you master this bass line, once you figured it out and it's comfortable and it's starting to be a little boring, then that's when you break it. That's when you get out of the box. That's when you really do bring yourself, express yourself. And I know this lesson was maybe seemed a little all over the place, but I think that's what I do in this challenge. I bring something very, very real, not so planned. I'm thinking of things as I'm teaching you, showing it to you as a teacher. And I think that's what I bring to the table. And what I'm trying to say is feel free to go back and forth, and use this video for a week, for 2 weeks. Bring something of your own. Use this bass line. Use this backing track slot where I let you guys play by yourself and practice it. Make up a bass line and a backing track of your own. That's my point. That's the idea. See you guys in the comments. Thank you for watching. All the best. Bye, guys.